So in the past, when you thought about women's basketball, you may have thought about UConn before the WNBA, before the Caitlin Clark era at Iowa and the explosion that we saw in the WNBA. UConn had sort of been the standard for women's basketball. And now that women's basketball has exploded, well, so has UConn. And it's very interesting to see Paige Bueckers being there at the right time, too. She's about to go into her rookie year in the WNBA, we're all assuming, right? And she's got a following, she's got star power. And now that the game is growing, so is the fandom around UConn, who played at Butler. And Butler's women's team had its first sellout in history with the Huskies in town. So it just continues to show you that this women's basketball wave is continuing. And, it's from college to the pros. That's the beauty of it. We saw it with Clark go from Iowa to the Indiana Fever, and now we're going to see it with Paige Bueckers and then Juju Watkins and so on and so forth. And that's part of how the game has grown. And if you see it at this Butler game, I'm not going to talk about the game so much in this case because, it's one of those college games where the outcome was basically known before it happened. But this is Bree Lurkey who captures this footage and says fans waiting for Paige Bueckers outside of the locker room. Look at this. This is crazy. Huge gathering right there. Lots of fans waiting for Paige. And then apparently that continued. This is from Aisha, who posted this on X as well, of following outside saying Paige's motion is insane. Now, I'm sure Paige Bueckers is the driving force behind a lot of this, of course, right? But you see it. Fans lined up. And that's, what we've gotten to, the rock star status of some of these athletes. And, this is at the collegiate level. I don't know if I've seen that on the men's game very much. Like, when's the last time you saw that with a men's college basketball team? Doesn't seem to be a frequent occurrence. Gino Auriemma's been around the block, of course, but he can still appreciate what happened in the moment there and what this moment means for women's basketball. This video from Talia Goodman.
First, this is an iconic building. I actually talked to players who got it, those that had never been here before and never played in it, made sure they knew the history of the place. There's been a lot of excitement over women's basketball. We feel like wherever we go, there's a huge response. I'm sure Paige and some of our other players have a lot to do with that. So I think it's fantastic that our players are used to this. I think it's fantastic that the Butler kids and the Butler coaching staff and the fans got a chance to experience this. On the men's side, they get that every night. But for, a women's basketball player to play in this environment, it's something to remember for a long, long time.
So, he was there. The WNBA has been around for a long time, and we've talked about sort of the foundation being built, but that has happened. And now you see Gino Auriemma, having been around for as long as he's been around, to see it explode this way. It did at the WNBA level. Now it is at the college level. And you can say, okay, Caitlin Clark was the spark for the explosion, but clearly it's not stopping there. And that's one of the most amazing things that, you'll see. And you got to give credit to UConn for having been around and done it. And we could cite all the greats that have came from there, and Maya Moore and Diana Taurasi and Brianna Stewart and Sue Bird and so on and so forth. But Paige Bueckers clearly, is a big star in her own right now. And she ain't going to be the last one. So I just thought that was worth mentioning, appreciating, sharing, because it is pretty damn cool what's going on right now.